Today, we're going to do something a little bit more fun. I want you to imagine that you have 10 million pounds in the bank. If you already have 10 million pounds in the bank, then pick some other life-changing amount. But the first question I want you to answer is, would you still be doing the work that you do? Now, chances are, if you're listening to this, you're a healer, the answer is going to be yes. You know that you are here to serve people, and you would do that whether you had 10 million pounds in the bank or not. But let's play with that money in the bank, because I am guessing that that would allow you to show up in front of your clients and your patients and your students completely differently. So I'm about to go through a list of ways, and I want you to understand that there is no judgment, no shame, no concern, because this list is me. I did all of these things. So number one, you would not be praying for people to book in because you have bills to pay. You would not be distracted while you were in front of your patient because part of you is thinking about the 10 different things you've got to do between now and the next patient that comes in. You wouldn't need them to hurry up and get to the point because I'm already running late. Yes, this was me. You wouldn't need them to get better or respond to your treatment to somehow make you feel like you actually knew what you were doing. This was me. And you wouldn't be drinking coffee to get through that last stretch in the afternoon, constantly looking at the clock and going, oh my God, only 5 minutes have passed. So no shame, no guilt, no judgment. This is just real talk. These were all me. But I want you to go back and listen to this episode, and I want you to really feel into what this would be like for you. What would change if you had a life-changing amount of money just sitting in your bank with nothing better to do? Because I did this and it changed the way that I showed up. And spoiler alert, I do not have 10 million pounds in the bank. So the whole point is, if you did, you would be excited, right? You'd wake up and you'd be excited. And you'd want to be standing in front of the person in front of you because you chose to be there. You chose to be in front of them, offering your services, your help, your expertise, your experience, your skills, your knowledge, your techniques. Man, don't you already have a lot to offer? And you'd show up fully present because you literally have nothing better to do today because you don't have any hobbies scheduled until tomorrow and the next day. Your creativity would be flowing. There would be ideas pouring out of you, and you'd have the energy to try them. And it wouldn't really matter if they worked or they didn't because you just keep refining as you go. You just keep making little changes to how you do things so that your life worked better and better and better, more smoothly. And you'd just be yourself. You'd be confident in your contribution, and you'd be glad if the person in front of you picked up what you were putting down and they ran with it and they went on to transform their lives. But you also wouldn't be crushed if they didn't. And you would literally be showing up to help people because it's what you want to do. And you know that this is your part in the wider picture. This is your little puzzle piece. This is your part to do in the whole of serving humanity. So the question now is, how do we get here? Because this feels really good, right? This feels like a way that you'd want to show up and help people. So how do we get there without needing the 10 million pounds in the bank to be able to feel like this? And the answer to that is by rewriting the blocks that make us work in the way that we do in the first place. So the block that creates all of the pressure and the urgency and makes you rush through your day thinking, am I doing enough? I've got to get this right. I can't make a mistake. There's so much riding on this. I can't make the wrong decision. And I can't stop until I figure it all out. I can't stop until I get that result, or I get the money, or I get the clients, or I get the outcome that I think is going to make me feel relaxed. And all of this gets to be, I couldn't mess this up if I tried. Now, if I tell you that I used to be really anxious, I used to lose sleep, I was rushing all the time, I was chugging coffee like there was no tomorrow, that was me. And now I'm relaxed. I couldn't mess this up if I tried. And actually, my presence speaks louder than any efforting I could do. That is the shift that's available. Or what about the block that is actually creating the sense of lack in the first place? I give so much, but I don't feel like I'm getting anything in return. I'm always giving. I'm giving more time. I'm giving more advice. I'm giving all my energy. I'm giving discounts. I'm putting myself out there. I'm here, there, and everywhere trying to help people. And when is it my turn? But then also, if I don't help people, I feel bad. So this gets to be everything I do is for my own joy and pleasure first. What would make me feel more joy in this situation? So as somebody who over-delivered, over-gave, over-volunteered until I literally burned myself into the ground, now everything is about joy. How can I make this more joyful? How can I make it more playful? That's what's available. Or what about the block that creates all of the doubt? Am I good enough? Do I know enough? I'll only be good enough when I get more experience. I need to prove myself. I need to prove that I'm good enough. I need to earn my seat at the table. And I know this is common amongst healers, and it doesn't matter how much experience you've got or how many credentials you've got, this doubt still creeps in. And this gets to be, I know who I am and I know why I'm here. So it doesn't have to be shouty, and it doesn't have to be braggy, and it doesn't have to be that kind of arrogant confidence that you sometimes see and think, oh no. It just gets to be, I'm solid in who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm here. It gets to be that quiet inner confidence. And the most beautiful thing is you can rewrite all of these starting today without having to wait till you have 10 million pounds in the bank. You get to live this energy today. Because here's the thing. The game that we agreed to play here on earth is a game of be, do, have. Now, don't shoot the messenger. My job is to decode the game and to understand the rules of the game so deeply that I can explain them simply to you. I didn't create these rules. But we have to be the energy first. Then we have to do the things that support the energy of who we're being and what we want to experience next. And then we get to have what we want. So the order is be, do, have. It's almost like you got to reverse engineer it. So this is how you be that energy first, so that you can have whatever it is that you want. And we're all going to want different things. And this is something that comes up with clients quite often. I want you to allow yourself to want what you want. It's not shameful. It's not disgusting. It's not a guilty pleasure. Allow yourself to want what you want. Those are actually instructions that are coming from inside you. It's not something, that you need to be secret about. So, if you want to get started and start to rewrite all of this, then tap the link in the show notes for the Healer Codes quiz, and that'll get you started. That'll give you the key that you need to start moving forward so that you can love how you feel and love what you do, and probably most importantly, love how you're doing it. So, I'm rooting for you, and we rise together.